Hello everyone, welcome to our show Creative World. I'm your host Shin Matsuba. We'll be introducing some amazing talented people, chatting with them in a one-on-one interview, hearing their stories, picking their brains, looking through the kaleidoscope of Creative World. Today's Creative World, the world of Libera. Today's guest is an internationally acclaimed boys choir from London. Late last year, they were number one on the top Billboard charts in classical music, that is, both in Japan and the United States. Yes, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been waiting for this. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Libera. Hello, boys. Thank you very much for joining us today. I have a lot of questions for you. So first, please tell us your name and age and which country you're originally from and which and how many languages you can speak.
My name is Victor and I'm 12 years old. My dad is Scottish and my mum is French. I speak French and English.
Hello, my name's Freddie. I'm 11 years old. My dad's from Bangladesh and my mum's from Ireland. I speak English and I'm learning Japanese.
Hi, my name's Neo. I'm 13 years old and my mum and dad, my mum comes from Trinidad and Tobago and my dad comes from Montserrat and I don't speak any other languages.
Hello, I'm Koji. I'm 11 years old. My parents are both from Japan and I speak English and Japanese.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I am 11 years old, nearly 12, and my mum and dad are from England and Australia, and I speak only English, but I'm learning French.
So how old were you when you became a member of Libera and how did you get involved in the first place?
I joined Libera when I was 8 years old. I joined because my mum heard of it on the radio and someone from my school went there. So my mum decided to put me in for it.
I became a member of Libera when I was 7 or 8 years old, and I got into Libera in the first place when Rob auditioned me at my school.
So I started Libera when I was around 7 years old and I got in because my brother was in the first place due to a school and Libera kind of collaboration.
Can you tell us about the audition for Libera? Did you have to practice something and then did you actually practice hard for that?
At first, it was quite scary, but we just did a few songs that we all knew, so it was fine.
No, it wasn't really much preparation. It was kind of a shot in the dark. I didn't really know what the results were, but I love to sing, and so when I heard it was something about singing, I jumped up at it.
I think he just told us to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and I aced it.
Well, I didn't really practice or anything, but I did a few warm-ups and I did a few scales and I just got in.
So once you're accepted, is there any a training period before you get to sing at the concert and go to the tours?
Oh, yes. Libera's a big choir. They're very good, but none of that could happen without training. There's a whole section where you're a mini boy, where you learn the basics of singing and rhythm and everything, pitch. And after you've progressed through that, we slowly build up. So you do bits of songs, then more of songs, then you join the main choir.
You go in as a mini boy, and that's where you get trained up. And you have a small session every Monday where you go with the older boys, and then finally you get to join in all the rehearsals.
The mini boys come into the choir and they do rehearsals in smaller groups outside of the main choir. And then once they're ready, once they've reached that level, then they join the main choir and then we do the concerts and the tours and everything like that.
Do you practice at home? And if you do, how?
Well, most of the time I just listen to the music and try my best to sing as much as I can.
We do practice at home when it's time for more concerts to happen or when there's a tour about to happen.
I listen to the songs that my choir master gives me, and I listen to the specific parts that I'm told to do.
So during the lockdown, how did you keep yourself busy?
Well, mainly playing video games, but also doing the Rubik's Cube, which I can solve, and playing my instruments, which are the piano and the clarinet.
Well, aside from lots of walks and going out to the common, I did paper mache a tree. Well, not an actual tree, but I put together out of junk or cardboard and things like that, a tree, and paper mache'd it and painted it, and now it sits in my bedroom, so quite proud of that.
Yeah, I did. Whilst lockdown was a bit of a difficult time for me, I managed to fit some football into my one exercise a day.
I kept myself busy by playing on my devices and playing the piano, doing my schoolwork, looking after my little sisters, and kind of just messing around.
Is there any activities for Libera? Did you have any assignment for practice?
So we have been practicing for the recordings that are coming up. We've been practicing loads of songs for our new album and we've recorded them. I think there's a few more that we have to do and then we're all finished.
Yes, we have to practice lots for the next Christmas concert.
We've been given some more music to learn, some more parts to learn, and what to sing.
So which country have you been to for Libera's concert?
I've been to Japan, America, and the Philippines and China.
America, Japan, and the Philippines so far.
Japan, America, the Philippines, China, been to Russia, and Bournemouth.
I've been to America and Japan.
I've been to America, Japan, and the Philippines.
And which Libera song is your favorite and why?
My favourite Libera song is probably... Well, that's a tough one to think about. Probably Libera, as it's like the theme song for Libera. It just means a lot for the choir. I really like the meaning of the lyrics. And a little bit biased, I have a kind of solo in it.
I think it's Sacri Solemnis because it's quite like spooky and it's quiet and it gets louder and louder. And yeah, it's just quite a nice piece.
Oh, they're all really good. But I'd have to say my favourite is the new song called Sing. It's very upbeat, really lively. Everyone's dancing along as we rehearse it, so yeah, it's really fun.
So tell us about your most memorable concert tour and why.
It's probably America because we did loads of great things there, as well as the trampoline park, which I really liked.
It has to be my very first tour with Libera. I was around 9 years old and I was gone for about 3 weeks.
My favourite tour was probably the Philippines because the people there were so good, they're so nice to us, and mangoes. They're just so delicious in the Philippines.
And what do you like about being a member of Libera the most?
Well, you get to go on tour, that's great, and you get to sing in lots of places.
My favourite part about being in Libera is probably being able to hang out with all my friends during the rehearsals and doing something. Because usually in this time, there's not really much to do. So when we go to Libera, it's so much fun to be able to see my friends and sing a lot because I love singing.
Well, beside the singing, I really love the community. It's a second family. We rehearse quite a lot, so you see them, you make really good friends, and yeah, it is just something that's going to stick with you, which I really love about it.
So what's your most memorable experience with Libera?
The first time I went on the America tour, I went on a really big ride. It was quite scary. We were like vertical up like this, so it's quite scary.
My favourite memory about being in Libera and being on tour was when we went to Universal Studios in Japan and we went on the biggest ride there. I think it was called Hollywood Dreams, and we went so fast. And we even got to go backwards.
Yeah, there was one concert in Christ Cathedral, LA, which was really nice. The main thing I liked about it is there was a swimming pool around the back, which is quite cool.
And have you done a Christmas concert in the past?
The tour that we did around Christmas time was we went to Russia. We stayed for 2 nights and we performed at this amazing venue.
Kind of Japan and Philippines, because Japan was in October, so it was quite close to Christmas, and we did some Christmas songs in those concerts.
I haven't been myself, but I think the group has been to places like Philippines and Japan.
And which Christmas song of Libera is your favorite and why?
Well, I like In the Bleak Midwinter because I like the way it flows so nicely with the other parts, my part being the second one.
They're all really great, but I quite like the Angel Gabriel. A lot of it's down to the intro. Really like the intro, but it's just a really nice song. I've known it for a while. We sang it in primary school, and Libera's put a whole new twist on it that I really love.
My favourite Christmas song of Libera is Carol of the Bells, because it just goes so fast compared to all of the other songs. They're cheery and happy. Carol of the Bells is just straight to the point.
Out of all the songs, I do love Carol of the Bells. Although it's quite a difficult song to sing, when you sing it correctly, all of it fits right in together and it's a very perfect song.
And what are you looking forward to this Christmas season?
This Christmas season, I'm looking forward to spending time with my family, putting up the Christmas decorations on the Christmas tree, putting up my stocking so next morning I can see what I got, and spending time with my friends.
I don't know really because we're in lockdown, but I'm hoping there'll be something. I mean, the concert will definitely be something I'll be looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to Christmas a lot because I think Mum and Dad are going to put on some extra special presents because we've been in lockdown this year. So looking forward to that, playing it to my advantage.
I'm looking forward to a lot this Christmas. Giving some presents, receiving some presents, and maybe some snow.
One last question. The name of the show is CreativeWorld. So what pops into your mind when you hear the word creative?
Well, that word means loads of things to me, but the most prominent thing in my mind just comes to composing music.
Art, a mode in my video game, building something, writing something even, doing something in your spare time, and other things like that.
Being creative means to me to be imaginative, innovative, and fun.
Well, first thing is probably just colours, lots of colours. I've always thought of creative as colours. It kind of links to art a bit, but creative to me means kind of full of life, always seeking new things, challenging what you already know, always questioning everything, but in a healthy way.
Can you send a message to your fans and audience?
I hope that the fans out there have a really good Christmas, spend time with their families, and I hope they come along to our Christmas concert.
I hope our fans can get through this difficult time, but I hope to see you as soon as I can.
I hope you're going to have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful holiday, and I hope that we'll see you soon.
We're working really hard towards our Christmas concert in December, and we really hope to see you soon.
Aside from have an amazing Christmas, I just like to say thank you to everyone who supported Libera. It's so nice to have so many great fans all across the world, so just wanted to say thanks.
Thank you very much, boys, for joining us today. It was fun talking to you. And we're looking forward to seeing your live performance in the near future. See you then.
Aichi Firefest. Aichi's home for the extraordinary fire festivals in Japan. The pillar of fire from a handheld tube reaches high in the air. The daring act is considered an offering to the god. 2 giant torches are lit in the grounds of the shrine. Then the men jump into the flames, competing to bring out the sacred trees and offer them before the altar. See you in Aichi!